Hey my sweet bees, it's the Sweetest vegan here. Today on the show we'll be making a sweet and savory spaghetti squash. Like, everybody is into spaghetti squash now, and there's plenty of recipes out there for just, olive oil and putting it in the oven. Like, duh, we know how to do that. But today we're going to make it a little bit sweeter with sweet potatoes and dates and raisins and cinnamon and all this good stuff. So just stay tuned for the recipe. You want to start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then add your spaghetti squash to a cookie sheet or, some baking dish and put it in the oven. And at the last minute, I decided to go ahead and roast my sweet potato with the squash, so I put that in the oven as well. You want to let them bake for an hour before pulling them out and allowing them to cool. I'm going to start with my sweet potato topping just because I think once I cut up in the spaghetti squash, it's going to get cold really fast. And I'm like a freak about cold food. Like, I don't like it. That's too much information. Now I'm going to spice up the sweet potato or sweeten up the sweet potato with 1 sliced banana, the juice of 1 orange. I suggest you zest your orange because we're going to need the zest later before you juice it because it'll just make your life easier. Just a tip. And 4 pitted dates. Use a potato masher to mash all that up together really well and taste it just to see if it tastes good. I didn't know that these sweet potatoes were going to be white, but since they are, we're going to roll with it, and I'm going to make it a little bit more creamier than like chunky or, sturdy like a traditional sweet potato mash or potato mash. So I'm going to throw all of this into the food processor with about a cup of almond milk, and it's going to come out smooth and, like a sauce instead. It's gonna be good. Then we're gonna add in the zest of the orange, 3 tablespoons coconut oil, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. Continue to mix all that together until it is well combined. Now we're going to move on to our spaghetti squash. Cut it in half lengthwise and scoop out all the seeds. Discard the seeds. We don't need them for this recipe. If you want to save them, then you can. I'm going to compost them, and by compost them, I mean I'm going to throw them into my backyard. But once you have all the seeds out, use a fork to scrape up all the fibers. I'm going to leave my fibers inside of the spaghetti squash for presentation purposes because I think it looks beautiful. But you don't have to. You can add yours to a separate bowl or dish or whatever you would like. And after that, you just top it with your sweet potato. And instead of the traditional, boring, savory spaghetti sauce on top of the spaghetti squash because it's so cliche and cool, like, no. We're going to add the sweet potato as the spaghetti squash sauce on the top, and you have a nice clean little dessert here. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you do, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more of these videos, I guess you could let me know that in the comments too. Bye.